Howdy folks, Rebecca Jolly here from Jolly Alchemy. Today we're going to do a neutrino forecast for the 5th of August 2025. That's a Tuesday. So we've moved into the cross of the Sphinx now. This is the third variation of the Sphinx, and the one that is the most like forward pressing, I guess you could say. Golly, Raw had a word for it. Let me look for what that word was that he had for it. Proactive, that was the word. So, proactive. And before my little setup here falls apart, I'll have to do it with a pin next time. I thought, well, we're exploring a leadership gate. So we're starting off with the sun in gate 7. So that's always like the primary focus. And because that's about different roles of leadership, I thought, we must bring out leadership scarves, which is, of course, ties. And since I have plenty of them to express every mood under the sun, this is what we get today. I thought, okay, very soft, very fluffy, very mild, not like an aggressive red or anything, but it goes with the theme, which is, let's get into it. 7 line 1, the authoritarian, the capacity to guide with authority. Yeah, and the earth supporting that is 13.1, empathy, openness to listen to others with empathy. So it's empathetic authoritarianism that we're feeling today, although the one is authoritative, so that you get that insight into the line with the into the gate with the first line, and it's about I am going to be a leader in this situation. So yeah, so this is our sympathetic, authoritarian, tie, scarf setup. Yes, and while we're at it, our song, Lean on Me. Come on now, empathetic leadership. That's a good one. And the version that really spoke to me for today was the one by Seal, S-E-A-L. So, again, there's a ton of versions of that song, but that's a very nice one, I thought. So, the other thing I was thinking was, it's been a while since I explained what's going on with the nodes, and maybe we should look at the nodes. And I checked, and what do you know? We have a nodal shift. So I was like, okay, well, it's perfect timing for that. Let's look at the nodes. The nodes in Human Design give us a way to look at things. Rob said sometimes that it's about like the costume that we wear. And when he said that, I wasn't really like understanding the metaphor. But if you think about it, as if we're like actors, when we put on a costume, we settle into a role and we act out that role for a little while. So it's like how you act it out. Now, in my explanations of it, and other people's, I think Raw used this metaphor as well, the metaphor of a car, specifically to say that we're not the drivers of the car. And that's an interesting point to make now, because 1 and 2 are part of this cross of the Sphinx, and those are real directions. So that's looking outward for the 1 and sort of looking inward for the 2, because you have the most yang energy and the most yin energy. And then, of course, the 7, the authoritarian, and that's over here, also out of the G center on this side, the logical side, is looking forward, trying to establish patterns for the future. And then we have 13 on the other side, looking back. So we have all kinds of directions going on here, but then the G center is the center of love and direction. Here's why. That Sphinx is wanting to be proactive, it's wanting to be leading, it's wanting to show other things the way, like a Sphinx. That's why it's called the Cross of the Sphinx. But the certain way that we're supposed to be looking at it is through now shifting to 22 line 2 and 47 line 2. So let's get into that. 22 is this gate of moods coming out of the emotional center, and this is about, it's about talking about your feelings and talking about moods. So the moody part of it on this side is 22-2, school of etiquette, the belief that style could mask the mood. So we're going to be feeling all aspects of this for a while now, because the nodes are still in retrograde. The sort of the ranges on that have to do with self-delusion, etiquette given priority above above authenticity, form above substance. So we will be seeing and feeling and exploring a bit of superficiality. Being nice is better than being real. So it's something to be aware of if you know about it, and that's what these transits are all about, giving us the knowledge to be able to deal with these things with foresight rather than just being taken blindsided by these energies that are hanging around in the world. Then we can know, okay, this person's probably not being completely authentic with me, but rather more trying to be polite. Yeah. School of etiquette, belief that style could mask the mood. So, yeah. And 47 too, we have ambition, the ambition to overcome oppression. So 47 isn't ambition in the same way, because 47 is making sense of, oh, it's all the way up here, making sense of confusion in the mind. And this is not that. This is and then the regular gate of ambition is, of course, here coming out of the root, this pressure to rise up and change. And this 47 is not that same kind of pressure. So it's not ambition for ambition's sake. It's ambition to overcome oppression, to overcome the oppression of confusion, of I don't know what to do. I don't know what, I don't know what's supposed to be going on where. That's where the ambition is, because that second line is showing some sort of a natural gift. So the School of Etiquette and Ambition are in our nodal configurations, and for our next while, I didn't look how long, but it's a while, we're going to be looking at that and feeling like, okay, how can I look at the world through these lenses for a while? Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to finish this analogy of the car. In the analogy of the car, we are actually not the driver, but the passenger. And then in the analogy, the nodes would be like the tinting on the glass through which we are looking at the world. So this style, form over function, form over substance, and ambition to overcome oppression. Oh, that's so nice. We so need that energy. That's wonderful. These are the lenses through which we are basically looking out on the world for this period of time. So think about that. See what you think. All right, quickly through the rest. The moon starts off in 11.3. Realism, the realization that peace and ideas are transitory. The moon itself is transitory, so okay, that. And when the moon is done with 11, it will be going through 10. That is the treading of the self, which is all about being authentically who we are. And then it will start into 58, which is the gate of joyous vitality. I also have this, so you see it here in blue at the bottom. And that is the desire to correct and perfect things, and also the joy in being alive. So we will be experiencing a little bit of, hi, I'm here, I'm alive, I have the opportunity to do things and make some sort of contribution or make changes to the world around me. Let's see. 31 is basically staying in 5. We'll deal with that shift tomorrow. And Venus 52, 3 with a down arrow is what we're seeing. So 52 is mountain stillness. Again, that's here coming out of the root. It's another root pressure. We got a lot of root stuff going on now. And maybe now's the time to say that today's transit is not connecting anything, and it hasn't for a little while since we had that 1222. Actually, yeah. 1222. But still, it's a lot of root pressure that we're feeling. So we're feeling, let's see, from the root here, all 3 of these. So a longing to have an emotional experience, a desire to provoke people, and an awareness of the needs of the community. And now this is also this mountain stillness, so sitting and concentrating. So that's a lot of pressure that we're feeling. And for those of you who are not used to that pressure, you just have to remind yourself, all good things in all good time. It's okay. We don't need to rush to get things done. They will happen. It will be okay. I have to tell myself that because I have an open root. So, the flavor of our mountain stillness in that root center today is external forces, condemned to inaction by uncontrollable forces, and it has a shadow on it or a down arrow. So that is deep dissatisfaction with inactivity enforced by external powers, which disturbs tranquility and placidness and blurs perception. So what we're talking about there is being in mountain stillness but not wanting to be. So you're in a place of inaction, you're kind of forced to sit and look at things, but you're wanting to be going off and doing something, so your tranquility is disturbed and that blurs your perception. So beware, be careful about that energy. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that's it. We've done our song. Lean on me. Okay. Oh, and maybe tomorrow I will talk about people who have, in my opinion, come to typify the highest form of what it means to be this version of the Sphinx. So, until tomorrow, there we are. Come back. Take care of yourselves until then. Bye.